Say welcome to my channel.
With the one of
For this video, I will be doing a fall inspired look. I'm going to start by priming my eyes with LA Girl Cosmetics Pro Pencil. I'm going to blend it all in with my finger. I'm going to go in with a warmer brown eyeshadow, and I'm going to use this as a transition or blending color using a fluffy brush. I'm going to apply that in the crease, and I always start to deposit my color in the outer corner and work it in, and kind of just back and forth like in a windshield wiper motion. And I'm using the NYX Adorable palette. Now going in with a more tapered blending brush, I'm going to dip into a darker brown and apply that in the crease. I'm going to put in the same area, I'm just not going to blend it up as high. And this is just to create a little more depth in the crease. Going back in with my transition color and blending brush to blend out any lines. Now you might think I'm crazy, but I needed a creamy base and this is all I had around. So why not use a lipstick? I do this all the time actually. So I'm putting it in my lower crease, and this is just so whatever eyeshadow I put on top of that grabs on, and it kind of makes the color pop a little more. And I meant to say on my lid below my crease, not in my crease. I'm going to dip into this taupey color from this Rock and Roll palette using a flat shading brush, and I'm just going to pat that on right on top of the lipstick. Now I'm just repeating the same thing below the lash line. Now I'm going to go in with this Sigma Loose pigment and just dab that right on top of my lid. I like to contour and highlight after I put on my foundation, and I like using the Pro Concealers from LA Girl Cosmetics. They just glide on really smoothly, they don't crease, they don't get extra shiny, they don't seep into the pores, none of that stuff. Now everyone should highlight and contour their face according to their face shape. So this is just the way I do it. I do it kind of in a check mark below my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and a little on my forehead. And I blend it all out using a damp beauty blender. Now just using the excess, I dab it right above my jawline. Now to contour, I bring the dark color all the way up the sides of my nose, all the way to right below my brow. And this is just so it doesn't end funny and my nose doesn't look lopsided. And then I'm going to blend that out with a fluffy blending brush. And I like to do this because it's just a little smaller, easier to manage. And it's easier to manipulate the color and blend it right where I want it. Then I apply it to my forehead and drag it down along to the side of my temples. Then I apply it right in the center of my ear and drag it towards the bottom of my nose and blend that out. Then I dab the excess right below my jawline and kind of blend it down my neck a little bit. I forgot this step, so all I'm doing is dipping into a bone color shadow and applying that right to my brow bone. Now I'm going to grab this pearl color from the Country palette and apply it to my inner corner of my eye. Now just applying some mascara, and then I'm going to move on to a highlight color. I love going in with a fan brush because it just lightly dusts the product and you can really control it and kind of layer it to your liking. For my cheeks, I'm going to be using this cream Mehron palette, and I'm just going to dab some on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to blend them out. I like going back in with my foundation brush to kind of blend everything in. For this look, I'm going to apply a winged liner. And these are mink lashes from Flutterlash. I didn't have a black pencil around, so I'm just going to apply some gel liner in my waterline top and bottom. I know it's a little scary looking, but it works and it stays. For the lips, I'm using Plum Chunky Lip Pencil from LA Colors. And I'm going to go in with one of my absolute favorite glosses. This is Seduction from Gerard Cosmetics. And by the way, I do have promo codes for some of these items I'm using, and I'll list them down below. I'm going to go in and add a little bit of warmth, but not too much since it is a fall-inspired look. And there you have it, that's my fall inspired look. One of my eyelashes is not fully dry, but there you go. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more. See you in the next one. If you found my video helpful and would love for me to do some more, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for daily beauty posts.